daily poem here on the Close Reads Podcast Network. I'm David Kern. Today is December 6th, which means that it is St. Nick's Day, St. Nicholas Day. So I'm going to kick off a series of Advent and Christmas-themed poems. There are some really wonderful anthologies of Christmas poems, including an Everyman anthology. And we are going to be giving away one of these beautiful little Everyman Christmas poem anthologies over on our Instagram page. We have an Instagram now for the Close Reads Podcast. So if you go over to Instagram and you just type in Close Reads Podcast, you will find it. Follow us there. We're going to be posting an image of the book and giving away 2 copies, one to one of you who are listening and then to a friend that you tag. So tag a friend in the comments under that, and we will choose a pair of people to win copies of this anthology. And again, it's just Close Reads Podcasts over on Instagram. Today's poem, though, is called In the Bleak Midwinter. It's by Christina Rossetti, who lived from 1830 to 1894. You probably know this, perhaps best as A Christmas Carol. The poem was published under the title A Christmas Carol in the January 1872 issue of Scribner's Monthly, and was first set to music in the English Hymnal, a collection called the English Hymnal, in 1906 with a musical setting by Gustav Holst. In 1911, there's a version, an anthem setting by Harold Darke, which is apparently more complex, and that version has been named the Best Christmas Carol in a poll of some of the world's leading choir masters and choral experts in 2008. That last bit of information is from Wikipedia, the fountain of information. So I'll read it first, offer a few comments, and read it one more time. So here is In the Bleak Midwinter by Christina Rossetti. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow, in the bleak midwinter long ago. Our God, heaven cannot hold him, nor earth sustain. Heaven and earth shall flee away when he comes to reign. In the bleak midwinter, a stable place sufficed, the Lord God Almighty, Jesus Christ. Enough for him whom cherubim worship night and day, a breast full of milk and a manger full of hay. Enough for him whom angels fall down before, the ox and ass and camel which adore. Angels and archangels may have gathered there, cherubim and seraphim thronged the air. But his mother only, in her maiden bliss, worshipped the beloved with a kiss. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet, what I can give him, give my heart. So let me just say right off the bat that this is one of those hymns where the theology of it is debated. So part of me wonders if perhaps this is actually a poem that is better used as a poem and less as a hymn used for worship. There's a certain tone and a mood that it's after, and I think it plays a little fast and loose with some of the theological concepts here, which of course is not necessarily uncommon for poems. Even if there's some theological issues in it, it's certainly the kind of poem that is, it's devotional in nature, romantic even. I think that probably some of the theological misgivings come from her pursuit of some sort of romantic ideal. Of course, I suspect there was even very little chance that there was snow on snow on snow in Bethlehem when Christ was born. And so to sort of pursue a literal understanding of what she's going for here, I think is sort of a fool's errand. I don't think she would even be interested in that. But she's interested in, devotion in a sort of mood or tone that puts us in a state of devotion. And I think that even the structure of the language, the cadences of the verses, as well as the images, enable her to do that. So I'll read it one more time. And then don't forget that if you want to get a copy of the Christmas Poems anthology that we're going to be giving away, you can go over to our Instagram page and tag a friend. All right, this is Christina Rossetti's In the Bleak Midwinter. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow, in the bleak midwinter long ago. our God, heaven cannot hold him, nor earth sustain. Heaven and earth shall flee away when he comes to reign. In the bleak midwinter, a stable place sufficed, the Lord God Almighty, Jesus Christ. Enough for him, whom cherubim worshipped night and day, breast full of milk and a manger full of hay. Enough for him whom angels fall before, the ox and ass and camel which adore. Angels and archangels may have gathered there, cherubim and seraphim thronged the air. But his mother only, in her maiden bliss, worshipped the beloved with a kiss. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I'd bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what I can give him, give my heart. This has been the Daily Poem. Thanks for listening. Be back tomorrow with another one.